interesting, and yeah, there are parallels. Yes, I thought that was interesting. The chapter on the stock market and how since dawn of the stock market, right? Like the market goes up and down, and there's never any good reason for why, but there's always a good explanation for why, right? And as soon as people see the explanation and they like that explanation, they feel comfortable and everything's well.
All right, everyone, let's go ahead and get started with Lightning Talks. How's our board?
Thank you.
How does our board look? We're missing one? One more. Come on, please. I want to
One
put more.
extra spot here.
All right, everybody, welcome to Lightning Talks. I am your host, Blockchain John, here with my co-host, Svet. Welcome. If you are a guest for the first time, make sure you guys get a name tag up in the front. You see a little machine here. You touch it, and you type in your name and your information, and it gives you a little name tag. Okay? All right. Raise your hand if you are a hacker. How many hackers in the house? One. Okay, thank you. One hacker. Thank you for letting everybody know. Woo! All right. Developers. How many developers? We got 1, 2. Man, is everybody asleep? All right. How about entrepreneurs? How many entrepreneurs? 1, 2, 3. All right. So last week we asked a couple of entrepreneurs, what they're about. Fine. So can you find somebody randomly that would volunteer, talk about their project or their business? You can find somebody. Anybody want to volunteer, talk about their entrepreneurship? The work that they're doing?
Are we going to do these like?
Yes.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Oh. Well,
Nobody?
please take
Okay,
number
hold
10.
on.
But you can take mine. You can take this 9.
All right. So what
If you wanna
about
talk, just replace mine.
hobbyists? How many hobbyists in the house? One hobbyist? Thank you. Me too. Thank you. Thank you. All right. There's a couple of us. I like that. Great. All right. So how long have you been a hacker? Are you a lurker guest? 1 day to 1 month. Raise your hand if you're a lurker, just checking things out. Yeah. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3, 4. Welcome. All right. Volunteer guest, 1 month to 1 year. 1, 2, 2. Okay, 2. Welcome. All right. Super guest, 1 year to 10 years as a guest, not as a member, as a guest. Okay. What about? Let me see. Who's that person guest? 10 years to 100 years. All right. Okay, how about members? New member, 1 day to 1 month. Any new signups? Yeah? Okay, awesome. Yeah? Was there a couple more? Okay. What about hacker member, 1 month to 1 year? Nice. You're more than 1 year, brother. I know. Come on. Board member, it's just I need help me fix these names. I just had to just put something in there, right? So 1 year to 10 years. I don't know, brother. I'm just guessing that after you're here for 1 year, maybe you're part of the board. I don't know. All right, board member, you good?
Nope, not a board member.
Okay. Well, have you been here longer than 1 year? Okay. Anyone longer than 1 year? Raise your hand. 1 year. 1, 2, 3. 3.
I'm a tenured to 100.
And I was going to get to that. Who is an ancient master member? 100 years. All right. Thank you. All right. Again, hey, welcome everybody to Hacker Dojo. It is a non-profit organization. So if you guys would like to sign up at hackerdojo.org to become a member, that goes to a great organization. And remember, it is tax deductible. So even if you don't want to participate as membership and you have a business, or if you know a business that needs to do something with their taxes, ding ding, Hacker Dojo. Okay, thank you. Volunteers needed. Aside from funds, it is very important that we have manpower manning these organizations that we do day in and day out, every single day of the week. There's always a whole team behind to give you the best experience possible. Yeah. So if you want to volunteer, let us know. We'll be here to help. Donations, if you want to donate just via Venmo or your spare change, or if you have a indoor plant, outdoor plant, a vending machine. Hey, I want some sneakers, man. Anybody got a vending machine with sneakers in it? Yes, bring that over. Hacker Dojo newsletter. All right, this is a new slide I'm putting up. So, if you're not part of the newsletter and would like to know what's going on throughout the week, every single week, without coming to the dojo, sign up for the newsletter, scan the QR code right now. This is what it looks like. This is what you'll be getting in your email once a week, every week, about pretty much what's going on throughout the week, yeah? That's pretty cool. And that is all put together by the one and only Jorge. Okay. Upcoming events, we have tomorrow. This is tomorrow, yeah? I want to make sure I don't mess this up. Tomorrow is the 14th of October. Last Friday, I messed it up. All right, so tomorrow is Ultimate Game Night. We're gonna have a lot of fun. If you have not participated in Ultimate Game Night, come back tomorrow at 5. Well, I would say 6 p.m. is normally when things start popping off. Poof, 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 poof. That's where the fun really hits off, right? Sunday, it was really cool because if you need some computer, repairs, computer works, system updates, come by Sunday and get some help. It's free. Just come on by. All right. Monday, hardware hackers hangout. So if you like. Aside from software, there's a group that meets up in the class that works on hardware. So if you guys want to just hack hardware stuff or build machines and stuff, the next Terminator, hang out at Hardware Hackers Hangout. All right, that's going to be on Monday at 5 p.m. in the classroom. I think it's a couple hours long, right? All right, Tuesday, Python meetup. Again on Tuesday, we have the IP strategy is a business strategy. Okay. And then Wednesday, we have data structures and algorithms. Thursday, we have 2 events, free computer tech support and Rust meetup at Hacker Dojo. And then Friday, unfortunately, you do not see Lightning Talks on here. You see startups and mix and pitch.
What do you mean unfortunately? Fortunately, because we're going to be pitching almost for money. We're going to be pitching for funny money, but it's still money. So, how many people participated in the previous pitch? How many? No one. Okay.
Wait,
No, you did not.
Oh,
You
no, I'm
will.
sorry.
You will. Yes, it's a new event. If you got only 2 minutes, you got here going to be a lot of judges, more than people who pitch. And then you pitch and you receive and fees on your account, which then you can convert to money, probably. Okay, that's an idea.
Okay.
So please come, and if you have a startup, you have a team, you have no team, just idea, you can pitch.
I don't see Turbo in the house, but Turbo is hosting Saturday's event, Silicon Valley Computer Programming Club. And I would say there's roughly around 25 to 30 people that participate in the classroom for that one. It's pretty cool if you guys want to hang out with a bunch of programmers. Head up on Saturday at 1 p.m. It's like 1 to 5 p.m. All right, here's all the links to what we have for Hacker Dojo. Check it out. It's all over the website as well, so follow that. And this is one of our group meetups. This is a pretty cool event. This was the hackathon. Yeah, this is just a small part of the group. All right, with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Yeah! October 27th. Is it on Meetup? Yeah, it is, right? Okay, let me pull that up real quick. Give me a second. Let me get some tunes. What's the calendar?
Yeah, calendar.
Man.
No.
That's okay. Log in with Google. Click one of my 45 emails. Okay. Just one of these will work. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. You're making me sweat, John. You're making me nervous.
Yes.
All right, 27th. Here it is. All right, that's coming up pretty soon, in about two Fridays from now, right? So not next Friday, but the following Friday is the Halloween weekend event. So we're gonna have not Lightning Talks. It's dark mode, or is it Lightning Talks?
No, this is nothing. It's just weekend.
Just Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take
I
that
haven't-
off?
Yeah, I was gonna talk to you about it.
Okay, yeah, take it off. Take it off then. All right, let's do Halloween weekend. Let's have fun that weekend, right? So is it potluck, or do we have? No, just show up.
Yeah.
Is there at least candy? Okay. Show up for the 27th. All right, cool. All right, I think that's it. So our speakers have 5 minutes to talk about their projects, ideas, and passions. And rule number 1 is to be excellent to each other. With that said, Svit, who is our first speaker?
That's a dream potential. Aaron Roland, please come to our attention. Okay, be careful. You will meet those people as a customer. Don't kill them on the spot. We just started to talk with you about dreams, and I didn't know that you are professional. Yep, no. Oh, that's like dreamers, like people who do money on dreams. That's a professional. So probably next week question will be tell me about your dreams. Real dreams. What are you dreaming? John, what have you been? You remember that? What is his name? Android dreaming about electronic chips. Yeah. Famous story which Blade Runner is made on. Yeah, you watched. Did you see Blade Runner?
A long time ago, man. I don't remember.
Oh, it's a classic. There is only third iteration. Did you see a Blade Runner? Latest one. Jorge.
Okay, who watched Blade Runner? Who remembers quotes? Anybody? See, nobody. You're by yourself.
Oh,
See?
I'm so low. Okay, so dreams.
Cool. Thank you. Let me pull up the web browser here. I'm just getting this
Okay.
computer set up here.
Lobster on the screen. Oh, no, it's not a lobster.
What is it? Oh, yeah.
What's a constellation, but you can find
Okay. That's the person who doesn't know who Blade Runner is. Come on.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Ready?
All right, thank you for bearing with me. So here's. All right. So hello. My name is Aaron. Thank you for bearing with me there. So here's our website, dreampotential.org. Our goal is to build.
You can take it down.
Is to like work on projects and learn and focus on seeing like what we can do to update ourselves. The issue that we're kind of like exploring a little bit is how we can make more entrepreneurs successful, and how we can create reusable, useful things that you can just learn really fast with. And kind of our general strategy is we have a bunch of open source projects, and we want to continue to update these projects. And we'll give you shares of Dream Potential in order to like work together and collaborate. It's kind of like our pitch, and we're looking for entrepreneurs, programmers, front-end developers. Here are like some of the projects that we're working on. We have this Myler Drive project. What you can use it to basically like simply install a Python agent on your system, and then you can control it with the web browser. So some useful functionality that you can basically do is you can provide something with simplicity that gives you the capabilities to like search all of the things on the machine, find any type of anomalies, automate like your system, be able to like just have something useful and working that you can like basically you can give like an on-demand presentation with it. So let me go over here to this on our website. If you click on this button right here, it basically just adds you to a Slack channel, and people are just discussing some of the programs that we're working on. Let me show you a quick demo over here. Cool. So these are the projects on our GitHub page. And you can see they're updated like pretty frequently. We have this cool product called Post Video, where you can basically just easily create a screen recording video and then just post a video with a link, so you can use it to just quickly gather feedback on like any type of thing. It's kind of similar to Loom. The problem we're kind of looking to solve is if you upload a large video on like YouTube or other systems, basically you can't just like immediately view the video right after you've uploaded it. So we want to have something that's just like really, really fast. So we're working on a program called Post Video that uses the APIs in these other systems over here. So these are mostly Python, Django projects, and it's really nice to work with because you can create different models, and you can basically define how the...
They want you to zoom in, if you can zoom in so you can
Oh,
see.
can I zoom it in? Alright, so this system here allows you to kind of create different models. So you can look at tasks, for instance. This is Django, is one of the programming technologies we're using. You can see like here's like all of these different like database objects that are made accessible in the program. So basically this program is similar to like GitHub Actions. You can kind of think about it like that, though it provides you the ability to like manage the nodes as well. This is one of the projects. Another project that we kind of like is...
Can you talk into the mic?
Yeah. So the second project that we have is this platform called
Thank you.
AgentStat. I apologize. So it's this program called AgentStat. What you can use to do with this program is you can search any address and put in like the home type or price. And the system will tell you which real estate agents are in the top 20% of real estate agents, so they can use this to market themselves to basically win in presentations. So let me just see if I can get a little demo here. Let's see this mouse. So I can just type in here like Palo Alto, for example, like the city, and you can click.
Okay, time is up. Questions?
Well, thank you.
Who got a question? Well, is your technology close to be commercialized? Put on the business level? How far are you from that?
So we have two programs called, one is called Teacher UI, the other one's called Teacher UI React. Both of these programs interface with this backend called like Python base that's had a good amount of like people contributing to it. It has the ability to create like presentations, and you can prompt the user different types of things. It's kind of like a form builder. We have this video conferencing software that's based on Jitsi that basically you can use it to like stream or just like have a URL that you can always just go to a link, and you don't have to like change the ID or anything like that. It's just like, boom, here's the link. So we just want to kind of build some useful tools for ourselves, and like other people also want to build these things. So we're just trying to like gather energy around like trying to have an easy way to do it.
Who would be like your primary customer that would go to the website, and that's kind of like who it's designed for? Is there like a stereotype or something?
So I would say the broad amount of people who can get to the website. You can see like a vast amount of projects that are there, and we definitely can figure out how to do something. So like we try and appeal something to everyone if we can.
Okay, no question? Yes, question? Well, that's it. Recommendation next Friday. Come to our pitch event. And you're going to be reteach.
All right, cool.
That's my help with your pitch. Next, GPT engineer, Mark. Mark, of course.
All right, Mark,
Yes.
Mark, come
Welcome.
on. There you go, right on this side.
That's your first time in Hacker Dojo, right?
It's my first time, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I guess it doesn't. Is there like a adapter somewhere? Ah, cool.
You ever seen this guy? Does it look familiar?
Absolutely, yes.
You seen me?
Yes.
What is it? Where have you seen this guy?
I think some event.
I've seen this guy too. I don't know.
You
I'm
probably
not
seen
sure.
me, maybe.
I'm not sure where. Are you on YouTube?
you know, I run like another meetup in the Bay Area. I run the Gen AI meetup. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
It's like,
Okay, we got a famous Mark.
yeah,
He's
So-
here.
super famous.
So for Mark and all of our speakers coming up, please make an impression. There are folks from other spaces interested in what you have to talk about. So please do the best. Thank you. Talking to the microphone.
Right. Hello, everybody. My name is Mark. Oh, shoot. I don't know what happened here. Anyways, I have an idea, which is kind of like a weekend project, but I sort of threw it together. So I posit that this will be the future of how we will program. So right now, if you think about it, like we have different levels of abstraction. So like, you know, kind of programming started with like, like assembly, and then like you got like C on top of that, and then C++, and then Java, like whatever. And then like, you know, now like most people are doing like stuff in like Node and Python or whatever with a bunch of libraries. I think the new kind of abstraction that we're gonna have for programming is AI. What I built over the weekend is like a little thing where it'll kind of simulate an entire company. So what it'll do is it'll use ChatGPT, where it'll take in a prompt from the user, and then the prompt will go to like a project manager. The project manager will break down the individual prompt into separate steps. And then that each step will go into developer, which will go and try to like create each individual task that the product manager has created, and then it'll review itself, and then it'll also ask like human feedback. So basically it's just like telling ChatGPT like, hey ChatGPT, pretend you're a developer, pretend you're a code reviewer, pretend you're a product manager, pretend like you're any individual part of the company, and then try to like make code together. So thanks for I hope you guys understand like the high level concept, and now we're gonna try a live demo. So we'll see if this works. Give me a small program that we can build in like a couple minutes. So like don't say like build YouTube, build something like
World, of course.
we could do Hello World. Let's do something more complicated though. A quiz app. Okay. Let's try that.
Joke generator.
A what generator?
Joke. Random joke.
Yeah, like a bunch of jokes, like.
Oh, a joke generator. Okay, that sounds doable.
Like to get to the other side.
Let me bring my terminal over. One moment as I move this over. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let me put the microphone here. So we've got this, and then let's try it. So. Okay, so we'll do an HTML5, let's say like joke generator, and then we'll just call it like jokes. And yeah, we'll see it run. So right now it's using the GPT 3.5 Turbo 16K model. So basically it's just ChatGPT, but like the bigger context window, so you can make like longer prompts. And then it just went to the product manager. So the product manager went and broke it down the individual tasks to say like, hey, like here's the HTML5 joke generator. It should have, I guess the first task is a user-friendly interface, and there we go. It just made it. So let's see if it'll generate a joke. No, it doesn't do anything. Let's see. But it's gonna improve. So let's see. It just made another, oh, there it is. We got some jokes. So let's see what it came up with. Let's see if we can like zoom in on that. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Oh, another, it's continually improving. So and then the next thing is gonna ask you is from like some human feedback. So we could ask to like, improve it somehow. Like, I don't know, the UI kind of sucks. So we could probably ask it to like make a better UI. And I think it may, oh yeah. So let's say like the feedback you want to give is, we'll say like maybe, let's make it mobile responsive. Make the website mobile responsive with a, I don't know, modern layout. And we'll give it a second. We'll see if we get like one more iteration, and then we'll maybe see if we can generate some other Oh, there's not too many jokes. Oh, actually, here's another one. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. So we'll just wait to see if we get one more iteration, but you guys get the idea. My kind of vision is that in the future, we're gonna have it where people are not gonna actually like know how to program, but they're just gonna be like prompting AI, and the AI will like build it for you. In the future, like what I really want to do is I want to make this work for bigger programs. Like right now, it can do like small toy programs, but I want it to be able to handle like arbitrary size programs. And as we can see, it like now has like a pretty decent looking layout. So yeah, all in like less than 5 minutes. So thanks everybody.
Thank you. Okay. Do you think that the future would be when AI will be asking another AI to generate all of that, and we're going to be only lying on the beaches and having good time?
Oh, one could hope.
Okay. More questions?
So what did you use to build, to generate the logic behind all it?
I used ChatGPT like 3.5. It just uses the OpenAI API. I have the GitHub. I could share it with you if you want to like dig into the code. It's like a relatively small thing. Mostly it's just kind of prompting it to get the code in the format that I wanted. That was like the hard part. But other than that, it's like a couple hundred lines of Python code. It's really quite simple.
So you didn't use any other tool?
Nope, only the OpenAI API. That's it.
I don't really so much of a question, but I just kind of had an idea. I thought I'd throw it out there and get your reaction to it or whatever. But just drawing off what you're doing, it seems like it might be interesting if there was like a service where you could call it up on the phone. You could speak to a person who's, you know, more than just a guy at the computer, but somewhat of a programmer. Tell him what you want, and he'll go ahead and create the prompt, and it'll show up on your screen, that kind of thing. Anyways, I was just throwing that out there.
You mean like where you ask to build the website?
Well, let's say I wanted a website.
Yeah.
I have a phone number. I call up. I go, I want this kind of website, and that's a person who's really good at creating prompts. Let's say, and that person goes and creates the prompt, and you know, because what I mean, I guess what I'm saying is that I think a lot of people are going to be intimidated just by having to create prompts. You know, when it comes to
Yeah, but you know the thing is if we remember what our original prompt was, I just said like an HTML5 joke generator, and that was it, and it created all that.
I'm
then
not disputing that, but I'm just saying, wondering though if maybe the next step is to make it really super easy for people. That's all.
Yeah, I think that like what I was thinking is maybe like another step would be to host this, where like it automatically like you can just go to like a website and then just say like I want to build this, and then it was like create it for you as like a static web page. And then you could go and say like, oh, this is what I want, and then go and just like, there's a little text selector, like, how do you want this to change? Something like that, and then like, it could be on the phone, but I guess if it was on the phone, it'd be kind of hard to like, you know, look at the website. It's like, you know, the websites aren't like the best described through voice in general. But yeah, I think it's a good idea, like just for like the lay person to like build websites.
Okay. Any other questions? Thank you. So, next, Marcel, friend of mine, come tell us about DeFi and crypto. We haven't heard about that for quite a while.
Really? Okay, well,
yes.
hear about it today.
Yes, we will.
Who is number 5? Speaker number 5, right?
Oh, another.
Wait, we just don't have a name on there.
How do I plug it in?
Decentralized autonomous organization.
Anonymous. We got the anons in the house.
Autonomous. I said anonymous.
Anonymous, autonomous.
Yeah, yeah.
What's that? Let's do that.
English is basically
No signal?
Latin basically. Okay, it's not Greek, but many words are come from Greek.
No signal. Oh, allow accessory.
Your language is French?
Okay.
Great. I don't know why I said French. just probably want someone talking to.
It's because he's French, that's why. He wants everybody to be French like him.
Je vais parler français, je peux comprendre. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we got it.
Nice.
Oh, I gotta drag it over.
Yeah, go.
This is gonna be this is gonna be a very fast demo, much less than 5 minutes.
Schrödinger cat. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the black.
Before we start, does anybody here hold crypto? Hands up, please. Who holds Ethereum, ETH tokens? Anybody? Guy in the orange. Do you think it'll go up or down in the long run over the next like 10 years? If you think it's gonna go down, why are you holding it?
Jim, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Anybody?
You're going 8,000.
Okay, who thinks it's gonna go up? Who thinks ETH is gonna go up?
Of course.
Hand up. Ilday. Okay, what if I told you I'll give you a token where when ETH goes up, you get more ETH? Would you buy it? Or would you say, what's the catch? Yeah. So it's a token. So this is what I'm building. It's part of a bigger protocol actually, but basically you get paid to hold or paid to hodl. So you put in how much you want to hodl. So there's a $1. We can do more. Yeah. And then when ETH hits a certain price, it's kind of small. Let me get it bigger so you guys can see it. 1 second. Let's make it really big. Can you guys read that? Yeah, so when ETH hits this price over here, 1,600, you get a little bit more ETH. So that's the whole protocol.
How does it actually work?
Yeah, that's a good question. Why would anyone do this? Yeah, well, so behind the scenes, it takes the ETH and it locks into a staking system. So while you're holding it, the staking yield goes to somebody else. So if you think it's gonna go up, slowly, it might be a bad deal. But you basically get 70% extra ETH when it goes up. So if you're gonna hit 1,600 in the next, day or two, next month, it's a pretty good deal.
So it's like staking on your protocol.
Yeah, you kind of stake it into the system, and then when ETH goes up, it unlocks it to you once it hits that strike price. And it's a perpetual, it's an eternal option, basically. It's actually part of a bigger protocol, so it's just like a small subset of a bigger protocol. But yeah.
But if it goes down, so what happens then?
Then you keep hodling forever.
I don't have any losses?
Nope, no losses, no.
How did you manage to do that? You have to stake someone else's ETH?
Yeah, it's a really good question. Yeah, this is actually part of a larger lending protocol. So when somebody takes out a lending protocol, this is almost like a police auction, kind of like pawn shop, where their collateral gets dumped into here, and the lender kind of underwrites this call option.
But if they're going to be run off of that pool, that's probably not going to be helpful. So there is a bigger pool, we are part of that pool, and if they're going to be run on that pool, then you lose your mind, right?
Yeah.
What usually happens, you remember this 2022, we got in this situation.
Yeah.
So it's not bulletproof, of course.
It's part of a bigger protocol. It's almost like the auction house of a liquidation system. So if you want to learn more, visit our Telegram. I can answer all the very deep technical questions in much more than 5 minutes. Cruise.fi/TG. Check it out, and you can give feedback, try it out. We're going to try it at prt.cruise.fi. It's live, mainnet. So actually, let me do a transaction. Let's do the live transaction. We got 2 more minutes here. So I'm going to buy some right now. So put in $1 here, swap.
I see your private keys.
No, you don't. We're going to wait for it to confirm. So let's take about 10 seconds here. Please bear with me.
John, it's so good to see something crypto on the screen after almost 6 months of absence. So we can forgive everything to this guy, right? Everything.
There we go. It succeeded. Okay. And now I can see my position. Oh, where's my position? It should be down here. Oh, you know what? We don't have the positions down here, but I do have some of this token now. So once the strike hits, I will get extra ETH. Anyways, that's the whole thing.
Well, go on, yes. Exactly. It's actually a very cool idea because it's like in a bank. You keep money in the same account and you receive a small percentages. That's an idea, right? There's still risks. So, Marcel, okay. Jim, please ask a nice question.
Oh, I have to ask a nice one?
You guys mean one. Ask any question.
It's our guy.
Well, where does the money come from for the ETH that they get?
Oh yeah, you're asking who's going to underwrite this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically, there's a lending protocol on top of this. Let's say you take out a loan in that protocol and you're about to get liquidated. Instead of liquidation, you're kind of like compelled to underwrite this token. So it's like a punishment almost. Underwriting these tokens is a punishment that's not as bad as the punishment of liquidation. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, and would you have a coin where that functionality was built in so that everyone had it, or is it something that you have to get purchased on the side? Or
if you're the lender, you get this token.
Oh.
Yeah, so you kind of get this token basically, and you can sell it or buy it back or something.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Question: how do you guys make money off this?
Oh.
How does your company make money?
Oh, sure, yeah. The larger lending protocol, it charges a 1% fee on all transactions.
Okay, so when the transaction doesn't go that well, you guys make money, right?
We always make money, yeah.
Okay.
Up or down.
Oh, wow. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds like a good one. Thank you.
Yeah, so question. When I give like my ETH to HODL, am I actually HODLing ETH? Or is it like your token that's redeemable for ETH?
Yeah, you hold a token redeemable for ETH, and the ETH is in the contract. So once the strike price hits, then it enables redemption for the ETH that's in the contract.
So like, how can I trust that like, you're not gonna like run away with the ETH?
Oh, sure, yeah. You can check the contract, look at the code, and if you're a coder, are you a coder?
Yeah.
You can do that, yeah. Or we're getting audited, so you can check the audit and see that they say we're legit.
Gotcha.
I can also walk you through it if you want to. It's actually pretty simple.
Oh, so it's just like a smart contract?
It's a 100-line smart contract, yeah.
Okay.
Or 200 lines. Yeah, it's very, very simple, actually.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah, the code's actually on GitHub also, if you want to check it out.
Oh, nice, yeah. That sounds great.
Open source.
There's a code I can answer the question. You look through all the function name, and if there is no function that says I'm running away with your money, you're perfectly fine with this function.
Yeah, besides you know where to find him, right? So.
Right there.
So why would someone do this versus just holding and staking ETH themselves?
Yeah, sure, yeah, because you can stake ETH at a 4% return annually. So if you do this, right now, when ETH hits 1.6 thousand, you'll get 15% extra. So that's like 3 years of staking. So you can say, I'm going to stake for 3 years to get, 15%, or I could do this if I think it'll hit the strike sooner than 3 years. So you're kind of betting on like how soon you think it'll go up. Does that make sense?
Sure, understand, but like, just for argument's sake, right? Like, if I stake, I still get the money, but like here it can never go to 1600, for example.
Yeah, that's the risk you're taking. If it's a permanent like below 1600, you've made a bad deal. And sorry, it's a kind of a bet. Yeah, exactly.
So why 1600? Where did we get that 1600 from?
I'm just gonna test run, so I kind of picked the price close to the current price to see what people will pay for it. We'll probably take better strikes later, but it's just like a test run. It's like a beta test almost.
So lending protocol will give options, and then the
yeah,
much like options, I would say in the stock.
It's kind of like it's like how do you pick option prices? We'll do the same thing. This is the first beta test run, so we'll take a price that's probably gonna hit soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Yeah.
Looks like we need more crypto. So many questions.
Yeah, a lot of questions. Yeah.
That's so good.
I have another question. You said that when someone makes a poor investment, instead of losing their money, they underwrite other investments. Correct?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So if those underwrite investments that are underwritten are also poor, does that mean this person ends up in an unconscionable debt circle forever and ever? Or what would happen with that? Can you want to explain that?
Yeah, the worst case scenario is if ETH goes down forever, the lenders are kind of like, they underwrote a bad bet.
Okay. What lenders are underwriting this?
Currently with me. So first one.
Wow. Okay. Well, best of luck. Thank you.
Just a piece of explanation from independent observer. It's actually a very popular structure of how all the pools organized. So basically, there is a lot of people who want to have a higher return. Then they make a higher betting on some staking pool, where some pretty volatile coins are traded. Then there is two ways of punishing those people as proposed by Marcel. So basically you can slush them, for example, go down, they slush in your state. Or part of that stage goes to stake into his protocol. So basically instead of losing everything, you kind of not losing, but risking to lose. That's actually a very good idea.
It's a gentle tap instead of a sledgehammer.
Yes.
All right. Anyways, thanks guys.
So, there's people, they are players. So they either they go to casino or they lose their money or do something else. Okay. Sorry, So, thank you, Marcel. Came to pitch next music act. Diamanti, Sunny Greece, sunny and quiet.
And poor.
One of the few quiet places on earth we'll have left now, Greece, yeah?
And
Is it
poor.
quiet? It's like quiet, nothing happening
No, the
there.
Greeks are never quiet. What do you mean quiet?
It's like nothing happening, everyone just relaxing.
Yeah, you can say that, I guess.
That's what I mean.
No, I don't know why you guys see that.
Thank you for your patronage.
Now I'm experiencing some issues.
Yeah, I also have the same.
Broadway! There's more!
Oh,
Just drag it over. Yep, there you go.
so it's extending.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Hello, guys. So that's what I've been building for the past few months. I don't know. Many of you probably like music. I like music a lot, and my problem is that bands don't release albums as often. And I also saw on Spotify that you can donate money to your favorite bands, and I thought that with AI maybe you can also get something back. So we're building a platform where you can use the AI model of your favorite musician. Say, for example, you like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. We contact the Red Hot Chili Peppers. We create an AI model that sounds just like them. And then you pay $1. Most of it goes to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. A little bit goes to our platform. And you have a new song that has never been done before, which you can share with your friends. And if it becomes really popular within the platform, then maybe the band can actually take it and include it in the next album. And you can have your name as a co-song creator in there. So we're not against musicians, and we're actually using AI. We would like to use AI to create a new revenue stream for them. We're not against the current music infrastructure. I put together a prototype. It won 150,000 francs in Switzerland. And now I'm here to see if I can find collaborations with people or investors or music labels and stuff like that. Yeah, so thank you.
Okay, what's
Maybe I should keep it. Yeah, yeah, that's actually functional. So here are the songs, for example. Oops, how did that happen? Is that my screen? Yeah, I just clicked on the picture. This is so hard. Right. So here are all the songs that have currently been generated with AI. There are not that many. Yeah, so you can go here, for example.
Are they confident?
And that was generated by me. And here are the lyrics. Here's the artwork. That points already in the direction of video generation. And here you can also hear the music. Or maybe not. But yeah, it's working. The musical results are not the best. Yeah, I can show you if you're interested. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's gonna probably, the music is not jaw-dropping. Yeah, maybe I can find something that is rapping actually, which is a bit more interesting. Yeah, here for example. So what this does, it takes the lyrics and it creates a rapping vocal out of them.
Sometimes fighting for the struggles, trying to find our shine. Sometimes it feels like we're running out of time, but we gotta keep pushing, gotta keep climbing that climb. Sometimes they come and go, but we gotta keep moving, gotta let our light show.
Yeah, it's not convincing at the moment, but it's an unfunded project, so yeah, we can definitely do it. We have the expertise to proceed.
You know, you should probably.
No, go on.
You should probably speak to ICP because
Who's ICP? Maybe I should be taking notes.
Yeah, you should definitely be speaking to ICP. Last month, the month before last, I saw some similar project, and those folks are funded by ICP and they're really reaching out to all the music publishers.
Okay.
So maybe you should really reach out. I couldn't remember the name of the project.
So ICP is a startup or is it a?
It's one of the blockchain funds.
So the project should be blockchain related then, because currently it's not.
I mean, it's what they do is they give you tokens and you just use those to run your infrastructure on theirs.
I see.
Kind of decentralized AWS.
I see. So my master supervisor is going to be very happy about that because he's crazy about blockchain. But I decided to remove that feature because originally it had to do with blockchain, to be honest. But it is possible to mix blockchain in there. But anyway.
Really interesting, by the way. And great graphics, too.
Thank you. That's AI, it's not me.
Well, you didn't have to tell us that. To what degree does it require buy-in from the artists?
We're not offering that. We're offering to build the AI models of the artists for free and put them on the platform so they can generate passive income for them.
Do they need, though, to agree, or can you do it without their agreement? I'm just kind of curious.
Yeah, they would have to agree.
They would have to agree?
Yeah, so that's why we need to collaborate with music labels or artists.
Have you spoken to any of them, or?
Yeah, we actually have Dream Theater on advisory board.
Because I was thinking maybe you should start low, go for a YouTube singer or something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just,
Eventually, we might have to do that, yes.
More questions? Okay, thank you very much. Fun project.
Thank you.
Nice pictures. Future of music. DAO network effects, right? What's your name? Larry. Gary, sorry, Gary. Okay, Gary. Stage is yours.
Okay.
Tell us what decentralized autonomous organizations are. Does anyone know what DAO stands for? I know that.
I think you just said it. Didn't you just say it?
Yeah, but that stands for. What is it about?
It's an acronym, DAO.
Distributed.
No.
Decentralized.
Thank you. Ding, ding, ding. Hey, let me a cookie. I want to throw a cookie at you.
Well, you promised us a Rockfall. Remember this? Yes. Cookies, everything. Let them throw people money.
How do we just do mirror?
Who needs cookies? It's diabetes.
I noticed that there's more and more people showing up. What's going on? Are they here? What? This is random, bro. Are they here for you?
No.
No, seriously. Have you noticed? Has anybody paid attention that there's more and more people showing up? As the minutes go on, it's kind of weird.
Maybe it's
just this doesn't really happen. Usually, at 7 o'clock is whatever's here, and that doesn't really grow in there. But within every single minute, you'll see 2, 3, 4 people just showing up one after another. All right, there you
go. We just go viral.
All right. So the talk today mainly is not really a lot of technology. There's some, but very simple, primitive technology. Bulk of it is actually human psychology, right? And what I wanted to share today is how we did a whole bunch of R&D within the DAO framework and ended up utilizing it to tackle complex social and environmental problems. Well, imagine have you guys all played Dungeons and Dragons on tabletop before? Yeah. It's currently right now the convention is that when you want to solve some problems, you end up trying to start a company. You have a founder, this messiah, blah blah blah, and then you have the whole hierarchy. of these believers beneath the founders, and then you go and you can change the world, right? But what if we took that entire concept and threw it out the window and say, guys, let's just play like a Dungeons and Dragons game, but instead of like slaughtering dragons and going to dungeons, we actually tackle some real life problems, kinda. So the DAO, the state it is today, we have like 400 people like spread across like 6 continents worldwide, and it just like grew because of the viral effect, right? And a little bit about me. Before this, I was like head of growth in education technology, like social network. When I joined them, like they had 10 million registered users. By the time it got sold off and I left, we had more than 100 million registered users. So I was doing a whole bunch of like psychological experiments on the users. Yeah, sounds so bad. Right. Part of like what got me really interested in like this whole DAO idea, like social networks in general, is like the emergent properties of like social networks are very fascinating. You know, it's like snow. It's like you have like this small pile of snow, you add more snow into it, and it becomes bigger, and you just add more snow to it, it becomes bigger, and then you add more snow to it, and soon it's like a building high, right? And you think like you throw like one more small pile of snow on this big pile of snow, you just get a bigger snow. No, you're wrong. Boom! Fucking avalanche, man. The whole thing just collapsed. And that's what it means like by the emerging property of networks. So what originally started out was like, hey, you know what, let's like throw a whole bunch of people into this like network and just figure out like, see what actually happens out of it, right? And yeah, so that was like the social experiment, and that was like the meta game it kind of like evolved to become. And here is like the nuts and bolts of like how the whole thing was bootstrapped. So let's go into the DAO, right? When I first like surfaced this idea to like one of my cousin, he was like saying, Gary, man, it's like sounds kind of like out there, kind of like, what the fuck you're like thinking about? It's like, it's kind of interesting. It's like, no. It's like, before you even go out and talk to any more people, just go spend like a month like literally doing nothing and like ask yourself why this like should even exist, right? So I kind of like just went out into the bushes. I was kind of like, I've been like living in my car during the pandemic, so I had like really nothing much better to do, like catch some shrooms sometimes. It's like, it's like fascinating, you know? And I was like, why don't we like just build a better world based on verifiable truth, right? Like verifiable truth, because like the whole past like few years, like the with like this whole proliferation of like social networks and AIs and like fake news and whatnot, is like our like information system is like just totally out of whack, right? You can't like really even read anything online now without like knowing like what you can actually trust to make decisions with. It's like, okay, let's like use that as a why. And with that, yeah, first thing first, right? You kind of like, since you're kind of like using like a different approach like startups, you kind of like bump into this problem that founders usually have, right? It's like, imagine me and him, we like decided to like start this project. The natural human instinct is like, hey, you know what? I'm like the subject matter expert. You know, I like spent like the past year working on this shit, so I should own 90% of all the shares in this project. And then the other guy say, yeah, you're like so experienced. And like 6 months down the road, what happens is that I've been just sitting my ass by the beach, drinking margarita every day. And the other dude spends like all his time, like 24 hours a day, just owning like 10% and like hauling like his ass off, like making the project work. Guess what? More likely than not, this whole thing will fail because like this approach to like saying, hey, 60-40 or 90-10 is actually making a very bad assumption about you and the other person, as well as like the future. You're like assuming that, hey, you already know what your contribution level is in the future and mine. Then you kind of like, and then that causes like a lot of like disruption. So we figure.
Thank you for your patronage.
Oh, yeah. So if you could like, why not like just like borrow like one of the methodology from like this guy who wrote this book, and it's like, okay, milestone-based like vesting. So everything's like based on points, right? And with that, we created the first of many. It's like ancient artifact, right? It's like this, like the ledger. Basically, it's like a Google sheet. So whatever you do, you contributed. All right, we give you 10 shares. But later, we say, hey, you know what? Forget about the share idea. So we once it's like you're done, right? It's like, you know what? Forget about it. It's like just like mint some coins, right? It's like called governance tokens, right? It's like you go into like the dungeon, you slaughter the dragon, you get like a whole bunch of like tokens. That's kind of like fun. Oh shit, sorry. We're done. Never really got like much into it, but yeah.
Okay, questions. Usually when we talk about DAO, we have a governance structure. For example, we also have a DAO. We manage our DAO through the multi-sig, right? So we take a decision, then we go to Oregon, we vote. What's your structure? How do you do that?
So the way we like run everything is just in the WhatsApp channel.
Huh.
Yeah. It's like very low tech, very WhatsApp, like Google Sheet. That's it. And this is like used like occasionally, like once every 3 months.
Hello.
Hey.
I heard you were sponsoring drinks for the Halloween party.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that and the Halloween party that's on the 27th at 6 p.m. here. That is on the website where you can go, and this guy's sponsoring drinks. There you go.
Yeah. So basically, like a few months ago, the DAO members decided we want to tackle some social and environmental issues in like the developing countries, because like the big companies like suppressing the price that they're paying to all the agriculture folks. So it's like, why don't we just reconfigure the whole supply chain, right? And I realized, what? DAOs are perfect for this kind of shit, And then all the DAO members like started contributing to like really like form up the supply chain in a very decentralized manner. It's kind of like the whole thing just manifested, right? So in 2 weeks' time, we will have like our third shipment of cacao nibs flying in from Brazil into San Francisco Airport via DHL. And on 27th, you guys will get to taste some of them over here.
That's what you want to hear.
Yeah. Should have just like finished with that. Huh?
Okay. Yes, LB.
Okay, I'm kind of geeking out on the idea of Dungeons and Dragons in real life. So, like, I wanted to ask you if you could give us an example. I know you showed it, and I can see it in my head, but I wanted to see if you had like a tangible, real example of a party that you guys kind of assembled and worked on something.
Oh, you mean like a real life party?
Well, like you're saying Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's like metaphorical, right? It's like yeah. But
and you can use this tool to kind of track, and then you get the money for your effort, right?
So, let me show you.
I guess I'm asking for example.
So this is how it works, right?
Some teams.
This is where all the where the tokens are for each like particular line item of contribution is like agreed upon by all the DAO members. So it's like, hey, we need to adjust this. So all the folks in the WhatsApp's like, yeah, let's like kind of use that number, and it's like, okay, you slate the dragon, and this is how much tokens you get, right? And then let me find my mouse. And then this is like the ledger, which kind of like feels like a blockchain, but not really. Yeah. So every single contribution that ever happened in a DAO is all recorded on this Google Sheet, right? And what particular activity it was, what category of contribution it was, how much was rewarded. And then you start seeing like every 3 months during the solstice and the equinox, we'll like do the rotation of the governors. So those guys have like editing rights to this Google Doc. And every 3 months, we will transfer tokens from our vault to their wallet on register. It's like, and once that is done, you start seeing like the Solana transaction hash. And then you have, this is where our vault is. So right now, apart from the experiment that running, like bring all the shipment in, there's kind of like a two-pronged experiment, right? One is like, can we successfully reconfigure the whole supply chain? Because right now, Olam, Cargill, and like the other like company, like the strange company, they are monopolizing like the whole supply chain. So the farmers, literally, a lot of them working their ass off is just paid under $1 a day. Man. Try imagine like surviving on that, right? And then the other thing is that the shipment that comes in is being financed by DAO members. So first 2 shipments we are using like just paper contracts, right? But the next one we are like gonna tokenize it. So we fractionalize like that. So the DAO like takes money from the vault and just like prepays, and the other members that actually wants, they just like buys the NFT and like the money just flows back to the vault. And when the shipment is like sold off, the DAO gets their money back, as the member get their money back.
We gotta get the next speaker up.
Yeah.
We're beyond time. I apologize for the cutoff, but we're actually running out of time now, so we need to get our next speaker up. Let's see. All right. I don't know what your project is. You didn't actually say anything.
All right, I don't
but
know, man.
she's a hacker, so,
All right, so
yeah,
it's fine.
it's
That's
fine.
cool.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce that?
Super okay, man.
UHLZX, LUHZX, right?
Yeah, I don't, sir, it's fine.
You want to lower your microphone or?
Do I need? What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome to the comedy show. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, okay. So I'm doing a merch drop, and I just want to see some vibes. Okay, I want to get a general vibe on some of this merch, because I have to decide which ones I want to put on my channel and which ones I don't. You don't have to like it. You can say you hate it. I don't care. There's going to be interactive, so let's go. Okay, so first off, everything in here raises awareness of like hacktivism, nerd culture, stuff like that. So that's why I'm going here, trying to get the general vibe of it, okay? So this stuff hasn't been manufactured, a few pieces have, and so we're gonna be interactive right now. Okay, so first off, I got these alien sweats. I wanna know any kind of suggestions. Do people like these? Do they dislike them? What's the vibe? You don't have to like them, ma'am, that's okay. You're not the audience, thank you. But, you know, again, vibes on the alien sweats. I have not seen this design done before. You like it? Put your hand up, please. All right. Okay, we got some people liking it. All right, by the way, this is size inclusive. It's going to be extra small, 3X, everything in between. Thank you. Okay, so that's cool to know that. All right. Ooh, all right, so second vibe. Okay, so second vibe is, this is a free and open source hoodie. That's what FOSS means, okay? So it says, give me Linux or give me death. It comes in 4 colors, okay? And these are 2 of the random colors. So there's purple, there's blue, there's red, and there's white, okay? Also, the give me Linux or give me death wording is 3D. So you can put on glasses. It's 3D, it pops out, it looks cool. Vibes on this one, by the way, all proceeds of this go to the Linux Foundation. So if you know, you know. Vibes on this one, who likes this? Who likes this? Okay, nice. All right, sick. Hell yeah. Well, there's 2 other colors as well, Matt. Thanks. All right, sweet. Merch drop number 3. All right, so everybody knows about security and privacy. This is a king of security and privacy, Edward Snowden. He let everybody know. Pretty cool. It's kind of a throwback to like early 2000s computer. If you look really close on here, there's a 4chan logo. I didn't want to say anything, but figure it out. So what's the vibe on this? Who likes this? What's the colorway? You want a different color? I'm open to the vibes. The guys in the back love it. I knew you would. I knew you would, dude. Also, there's a mug. You don't want to do a full commit on the sweatshirt. Okay, there's a mug, and the mug's pretty cute. So the vibe is extra good with this one. Thank you. That was good. Okay. Okay. All right. So I got this shirt for celebrating hacktivism. So what it's basically about is some of the early hacking and hacker exploits that were happening 2007, 2008, 2009. He doesn't like it. There's a woman in it. I understand. Thank you. So, yeah, thank you. I saw you shaking your head. That's great. Now I know, you know, we're not going to hang out. That's okay. I'm cool with it. Anyway, okay, vibe on this, color. We got 3 colorways. What's the vibe? We like it. We don't like it. Oh, people like it. People are loving it. Okay, that's awesome. All right, so I also have some upcoming merch, 2 pieces of upcoming merch. These are the guys like it. Okay, so let me just explain it a little bit. On the left, we got the bearded coder. It's going to say basically in art that I'm going to illustrate that he keeps his like secret key in his beard, which is like a developer thing. I don't know. If you know, you know. And then on the right, we got the surveillance print. Okay, so people are liking that. Okay, wait. Pause for a second. Green coder, who likes it? Okay, people love, oh, that's the best one. Oh my gosh, okay. Got that. He loves it because he has a beard. Look at this guy. Put this guy on instead. Stand up, bro. Stand up, turn around. Okay, now look at him. This guy's the coder. Okay, vibes on the surveillance, the cameras. Who likes it? Who likes it? Only the hacker people like it. Okay, that's good information. And the last thing I want to talk about is Hollow Weekend. That's going to be the 27th. It's on the site already. It's on the meetup. You got to go. This, we got to pitch it really good because there's free beer, coffee. I'm getting a food sponsor. We're going to be having fun. 2 things really important. In there is going to be a full Super Smash duel in that room. That's all that room is. Super Smash duel, and it's melee, by the way, if anyone's a nerd about Super Smash. Just putting that out immediately. We have a few controllers. Bring your own controller as well. You can bring a new controller and connect in.
Thank you for your patronage.
No, we're not done. Okay. Lastly, we're gonna have it develop. I'm gonna hack that. Get off my butt, okay? Lastly, there's gonna be a developer meme competition where you guys 48 hours in advance submit memes. We're gonna play the memes on here. We're gonna vote on the memes, and we're gonna have a really good time. All right, that's it. Thank you. Thank you for your patronage. You can eat it, get fucked. Care about y'all. You're welcome, homie. What's up, dude?
Cool.
Thank you.
On the green, the green bearded coder?
Yeah.
Does it, if someone's beard challenged, does it come with a beard?
Yeah. Yes, it does. Yes, that's for you. I put that just for you. We have other people.
More questions?
A lot of other questions. That's awesome.
How much of that have you already sold?
I've sold, so the pieces that are produced are Linux shirt, Linux hoodie, t-shirt, and Snowden mug. Everything else is being manufactured. And I have questions for you guys specifically about the alien pants. Should the pattern be more staggered? Is that what? Yeah, okay, good. It's good to get a vibe on that. And then it comes in black. Are there any colorways that we should consider instead of black? Like white? You want white sweatpants, dude? This guy's bold. All right. He's slanging out right now. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, man. Okay, any other colors? White is not a color. It's the absence of color. Okay, so you're incorrect. That's the absence of color. Any other colors? Gray. Oh. Yeah, that slams.
We're gonna kick you out.
Okay. All right. Okay. Whatever, dude.
Thank you.
Jane, my H2O discovery. Basically, water discovery.
Where's Gary at? Yeah. Oh, do you want to put down your contact info? I mean, you had a really good pitch. Yeah, there's a box there for you.
Yes. By the way, we have one opening because I'm willing to give up my opening, which is number 9, to anyone else.
Anybody else want to fill in number 9?
I'm speaking every time and it's become boring. So, who want to speak? Just improvise. You guys.
Yeah. It is already on here, I think so. Yeah, he's on here.
Is there any one?
He's actually next.
You here want to make a pitch, just improvising? You guys want to talk?
You guys ever seen the Men in Black? That's what this machine is. It's like the old school version. Like this is like before the pin, right? So all you guys are gonna pay attention to this machine here, right?
Oh,
and
this
James,
thing here?
Yeah, James is gonna tell you some stuff.
Yeah, I invented this. No.
And then it's gonna you're gonna see a flash. Guys won't remember anything, all right? Just like that.
Nah.
Are you ready? You want to lower this down?
Here we go. What's that?
Or you just want to hold the microphone?
Yeah, I think yeah, maybe let's lower it down. That'd be great. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, and I have to hook up the computer here.
How's that? Right there?
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Okay, Jim is preparing water presentation. Meanwhile, I'm asking.
Okay.
Come on, that's about water. You cannot leave just right now. It's not a good time.
Water is good.
Water is good for everyone in any quality and quantity.
Okay, let me give you a little bit of a background on this. In a previous lightning talk, I announced to the world that I am the #1 expert on the anomalies of H2O, on the physics of storms, and on the physics of atmospheric flow. And now I'm going to show you the initial discovery that opened the door to understanding H2O, and that also led down the path to eventually become an expert in storms. And this initial discovery involves a mistake made by, well, back in the 1920s actually, and I'm going to show you what that mistake was, and I'm going to show you how I discovered the mistake.
Can you make it bigger? Is it full screen?
Well, just so you know, I don't think it needs to be any bigger. I guess I could do this maybe.
Yeah, full screen.
Oh, make it full screen. Oh, I see what you're saying. There we go. So this is going to be a little bit cryptic at first, but I think you'll be able to follow it. I'm just going to describe how they thought about the H2O molecule originally. This is like back in the 1920s and even the 1940s and stuff. Now, if you do take a class in physics, one of the things they'll show you about H2O is they'll describe it as a polar molecule. And you have this oxygen here, that's the big atom, and you have these two hydrogens. And there's a net relationship of electric current going from this. And what they describe is the electrons being pulled down off the hydrogen and making the hydrogen more positive and making oh, gotcha. There we go. and making the oxygen more negative. Now, when they thought about this, they said, well, the reason H2O is a polar molecule is because of the relationship of those atoms to each other. And the mistake they made was to not realize that the real reason it was polar is because of the electrical gradients that were generated by this relationship. So right now I'm showing you, an H2O molecule, and that's the way they envisioned it. They just showed the relationship of the atoms to each other. What they should have done is put something like right there. And then you have something down here too. That's actually red, that's orange. Well, they're supposed to be different colors. And here's the mistake. When these things make hydrogen bonds, the electrical gradients contradict with each other, and therefore the magnitude of polarity is reduced by 25% every time it makes a hydrogen bond. And in liquid water, hydrogen is extremely highly bonded, and therefore the actual charge of the polarity of the molecule when it's in a bonded state is actually 0. And the reason it's 0 is because all of the electrical gradients have counteracted each other and caused the H2O. And that's the reason why liquid water is so fluid, by the way. Now, a lot of people didn't notice that you have a polar molecule, and yet it's very fluid. Now, if it was a genuine polar molecule and that polarity was a constant and not a variable, I imagine some programmers can relate to that. If you use a variable instead of a constant, you're going to have a hard time. And that's what happened with H2O. They assumed it was a constant because of the relationship of the atoms to each other. But it's not a constant, it's a variable because the electrical gradients, when they form hydrogen bonds, the electrical gradients contradict each other, And therefore, you get a highly variable situation with the H2O molecule. And because of that, when you understand this variation, other concepts come to you, including things like the surface tension of H2O, which previously nobody could explain. But I can explain it very simply using this model right here. So imagine a lot of this stuff is a little bit obscure to you, but the point is that currently science assumes that the H2O polarity is a constant, and it's not a constant, it's a variable, and the mechanism of that variability is hydrogen bonds themselves, okay? And when you understand this, it opens the door to all kinds of other realizations about water, and it also helps you understand why many parts of science are extremely confused. Like anything to deal with storms, for example, is extremely a confusing part of science where they're so confused they won't even talk to each other about it. And that's my presentation right there, so if there's any questions.
Questions?
Thank you for your patronage.
Jim, I was thinking, when I'm thinking about the water, I remember yesterday we were on the ocean, and they're saying that the largest amount of gold can be mined from the ocean water because there is a...
Yeah, the water has a lot of gold floating around in it.
Yeah, so
when you say
your approach might help with that?
No. You can't overcome evaporation. That's just anyone who thinks they're going to boil the ocean and get gold out of it, it's going to cost you 20 times more than the gold you get out of it. So
that crossed my mind yesterday. Boiling. Question, right?
I'll ask one question as a person with a background in fluid mechanics, the other person with a background in fluid mechanics.
All right, I understand what you're saying, okay? My question is that in a surface tension situation where you have, the water molecules are surrounded by other water molecules, but there's nothing above them. Whereas when it's in the fluid, the water molecules are surrounded on all sides by water molecules.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, therefore, bonds rearrange themselves to make that surface tension a big deal.
They don't rearrange themselves. A surface can't allow there to be more than 3 bonds just by the geometric nature of a surface. Does that make sense?
Are you saying that describes surface tension?
I didn't hear that.
Are you saying this explains surface tension?
Yes, absolutely. 100%. That's exactly what I'm saying. And it also opens the door to other types of surface tension that occur in atmospheric vortices, a tornado, for example.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ken. Although, here's my goal, unfortunately. Next, user onboarding. Oh, of course. You're supposed to go after me, no?
The Mr. Secret Man Hilde is about to teach you some secrets.
3 secrets, bro.
3 secrets.
Not 1, not 2.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what you do, bro.
But 3.
That's what you have to do, man. He's going to teach you the 3 secrets. Pay attention. You want to know the 3 secrets? Here it is, man. He's about to sell you this table for free. You're going to pay for it. He's like, oh, really? How is, let me see, is this? I don't know if it's free. I don't know. It's too much. Too much. Can't do it.
I'm so trusting. You want to say something? Because, yes, I'm out of words, so...
You're out of words?
Yeah, I was thinking...
I can help with that. I can help with that.
Go on.
I can help with that. All right, so welcome everybody. How's it going? Hope everybody's ready for some user onboarding. All right. I'm doing this mostly to practice myself. So if I mess up, I mess up. If not, that's cool. But hope you guys find some value in what I'm going to speak to you today. So today I'm going to talk about how to convert more of your new free users into loyal customers. And so a little bit about me. I've helped a bunch of user onboarding clients. My name is Ildefonso Prieto. I'm a product growth consultant. I've been doing this for over 7 years. And today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 secrets that are going to help you get more people to sign up, improve your early retention rate, and ultimately get people, make new users more likely to take their money out and pay for an upgrade of your product. So I hope you guys are ready to learn. But what is user onboarding? I want you guys to think about user onboarding as how you help a new user learn and adopt your product and successfully do so. So imagine you're in a game and you are a power user as the guy that created the product, right? Or the team that created the product. And there's a new guy, complete new. You're trying to get them through the ropes and teach him how to use this. So you're trying to get him to level up with your product so he can do more and more and get more value and solve more of their problems. Ultimately, you want them to be as much as a power user as you are, but you always have to remember that when they're new, they're just a little noob that you need to help them. Otherwise, they won't get there. All right? So, secret number 1 is that the first user experience of your product is what makes or breaks your business. There's a very scary statistic by Patrick McKenzie that says that 40 to 60% of free trial users never see the product a second time, which makes that first use of the product really freaking important. So there's another study about this, but basically what he was saying is that about half of your users will sign up for your product and then churn. Half of your users. That's like so much effort going down the drain. There's another study of why this happens. They call them drive-by users in this study, and it's because they didn't understand what they were signing up for, or they didn't see the value of the product. And what we're trying to achieve here with this framework that I want to share with you today is that you get them to experience the value of your product. How do you do that? Is that you have to define a very important first UX goal that you drive users to. Once you have that goal mapped out, then you list out all the steps from sign up to that goal and optimize that journey as much as possible. This is the 20% that will get you 80% of the results for user onboarding. It's like the base cake for your user onboarding that you build upon the icing for. So if you don't have a really good vanilla cake as a base, doesn't matter how much growth hacks, how many tools on top you put on, how many emails you send for your user onboarding, it's still gonna be shitty. So you have to have a very good first UX in order to have a very good user onboarding. Secret number 2 is that you don't have to be a super user onboarding expert to get results. In fact, even if you're an expert, this is something you're gonna have to do, which is remote usability testing. That's the secret here, because it's actually pretty hard to do usability testing, but with technology nowadays, it's super easy. So I did that for a client and I put it to the test, but basically, very quickly, in less than 24 hours, you can get 5 tests to be recorded with someone that fits your needs, and you'll get all the feedback. Even AI will make a report for you that it has all the summary of what's happening with your product. You'll be able to find out what's wrong with your product without having to become a super user onboarding expert. You can just use your test and you'll be able to see very quickly how to fix your user onboarding. The last secret I want to talk to you about is how to get people to actually understand your product. Like I said before, this is one of the main reasons why people churn after the first visit. And there's a framework called the elephant, the rider, and the path. And what it stands for is to help people make the switch to your product. The elephant represents the emotional side and is the main driver for the decision that we as humans make. Then the rider is the logical side of your brain that will look for proof that this is the right way. And then the path is how easy it is to do or go through your product to sign up. So I did this with the client. Then the best way for you to tackle each of these is that, so for the emotional side, sell the dream. Make sure you get people excited about your product and tell them how it's going to fit into their life. With logic, you get them proof, case studies, and testimonials. And for the path, make it as easy as possible for them to sign up. Obviously, most of you guys are probably just like this right now. but
Thank you for your patronage.
indeed, if you need more help, just reach out to me and we can just talk more, geek out.
Actually good, bro.
Back.
That was good, bro.
Yay! All right.
You the sponsor. I like that name.
Yes, my mama gave it to me.
Okay, questions. Okay, that's a question. How you define hopeless products? For example.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
I have a good one for that. So, in fact, I even have a slide for that. Alright, so this is a retention curve. So what this normally stands is that you can see how long users are retained in your product. And this is very normal that you'll see a big spike in the first week that goes down. And normally it will flatten out, right? If the retention curve flattens out, then it means that you're solving a problem for real people, and people are staying with you long term. And they're coming back to you because you are solving that. It's like the biggest indicator of product market fit is retention. So if it's not plateauing, like what you see here, see, it's not going flat. It's actually just keeps going down and down and down and down and down and down. If it's doing that, then it means that all of your users eventually churn. Therefore, you have a super big problem because all your effort is bled out, and you're just only sustained by bringing in new users. But again, that's one in my head. That's when I see if a product is doing good. I look at the retention curve. If it plateaus, then it means good. If it doesn't, then no.
Thank you, brilliant. I like it.
Cool. Thank you, guys.
Balaji is F-R-O-G-I. Oh, it's there.
What you do this, bro?
You need a minute.
Careful. Jesus. Okay. Good? You got it? Go ahead. Sorry about that. It's right there. It's that one. There. Wait. Yeah. Right. What was Balaji talking about?
I think it's another bot, which
Another bot. Froggy bot. Froggy.
Yes.
Froggy bot. Yeah, okay. This is going to be our last speaker of the evening, so hang on tight.
No, come on.
Oh, you're going to...
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Balaji, as you see in this, and I'm a software consultant working for different companies as a software developer, and also I used to give first talk, but today I have to apply for the YC Combinator funding. So this is the first time I'm applying, so I was little bit delayed to create a video for the funding agency to do that. So you must be knowing this Y Combinator is a famous one. Today is the last day to apply. Hope you guys have applied for that. And yeah, so this needs a video about you. So you have to create, I was creating that, got delayed sometime. So let me come to the slide. So this is a Froggy bot we call, and it is resolving one issue we are facing currently, the agriculture labor, which is facing some problems getting labor for that, especially Florida and other states, and California also. So, yeah. So, to monitor and harvest crops, we are making the frog as one of the robots which can harvest crops and fruits. So it is solving one of the agricultural labor shortage by tirelessly working on those. This is created by Midjourney though, but it is a potential possibility of developing it as a real robot. But what are the functionality? Yeah, as you see, soft robots we can use for plucking the fruits. As a frog is biologically evolved for thousands of years, millions of years we can say, which eradicates actually insects and things like it in the farms. They are very helpful, and they are amphibians, so they can work in water and land, and it has very powerful legs which can jump heights. So this is more useful in labor market where you can labor-intensive things like plucking, harvesting can be done in a group of nanobots like this. So, yeah, it has a different sensors to avoid obstacles, and also it can work tirelessly night and day. So that is the one of the thing which frog can help in resolving certain things. And we continue with that. There is another one. After harvesting, what to do to package that? There is another bot called Bison drone we are using to package and send to the different locations. So this is basically based on the bison's horn, but if you cut that in two pieces, it will be showing that part. So creating a carbon fiber based one is a unique design which can adapt to different flexibility of containers. If you want a fresh vegetable, it can drop to home. So after harvesting, that is one of the other options. So it can make bread for you. If you can make it as without propellers, it can used as just a robotic to make certain dough and food. So after delivering the food, what to do? So it has to, deliver. So these are the combined, like from agriculture to the bakery, baking the bread, the whole robotic system works. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, questions? Here we go.
Is the frogbot I'm trying to find the word. Is it specific to a crop? Is it crop specific?
So, mostly I'm looking for wheat, and which is much softer to harvest than the harder ones, and also fruits, smaller fruits. So it is not meant for heavy harvesting, but like monitoring, insect repellent, like things like that, and small fruits and seeds.
How far are you already into the prototyping of this, or it's like already built?
It's a 3D model I'm printing. I have to print that. Basically, I'm doing virtual. It's not in an actual one. Yeah.
Cool.
Can the frog jump like real frogs, and then it'll jump in the air to get pick an apple that's pretty high?
Yeah, there is a robotic one, I think MIT has developed, which is similar to that jumping robot.
How high?
It jumps a building.
Over a building?
Yeah. I saw the YouTube on that, yeah.
Was it real? That's cool. I just have a comment. I like this idea. If there's sensors built into it, where it's just just walking around and just giving me live updates of my harvest and letting me know which nutrients which trees need more nutrients or want more water. That would be really cool.
Yeah, it has advanced sensors to, it can absorb, yeah.
Yeah, but for my harvest, right? So I can see, like, okay, this particular field over here needs more water or more, I don't know.
Yeah, monitoring. It basically monitors the environment and you update. Yes, that is the part of it.
So what that frog gonna do to another frog? The two frogs meet. One just. So what's the reaction?
Another clone it can create. Yeah.
So it's gonna be like friendship or competition? That's the question, right?
Oh, that way. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a cooperative colony. Yeah.
Okay. I'm all for that.
Thank you.
More questions? Well, so now technically it's my turn, but as I said, anyone else give anything fast because I'm doing that every day. Oh, sorry, every week, of course.
Well, you do it every day.
Yes. Does anyone want to have a update about economics?
Last call.
No one? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm doing it. 3 people.
All right, so while Svet gets set up here, just want to thank everybody. Me personally, Blockchain John, want to thank you guys pretty much week after week for just hanging out with me, just allowing me to be the host for Lightning Talks. I will be taking an extended departure for I don't know, I'm not sure for how long, but that's why I want to thank you guys now before I move on. But it's not forever. I do plan on coming back. I just need some. Huh?
You need to make money.
No. I got crypto. That's fine. Whoever's part of the CIA, who was it? Was it you asking questions? I don't own any crypto. I don't. Okay. So yeah. With that said, hopefully I'll still be around. I just take care of some stuff. Yeah. What?
Well, tell us more. Come on. No, go on. Just ask us questions. You just surprised us.
Yeah, no. I just
what's going on?
Just do it. Just take care of some stuff.
That's not how
I'm not gonna say that I won the lotto, but I might have won the lotto. But I don't know. Maybe not. Somebody in California did. In Northern California. I have to take a break for
Here we go.
an extended period of time. The sane. Okay. All right.
So where are you going?
Just
address. Give us address. Because we're going to be bothering you. Come on. You cannot just leave.
So basically, I said week after week, please volunteer. Please take the opportunity to step up. And so far, Svet has been doing that. So
understand.
I'm hoping someone else will come up and take the opportunity to host. And I want to see more people coming up and rotating as host as well. Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you.
Well, but no one from us just living like this. So you just asked us. We're not allowing. So relax. You're staying. Okay, so I'll do it fast. My name is Svet. I'm a co-founder of Agronomics. We do digital wealth management on chain. Today I'm presenting two graphs from this week. One is positive, another one negative, and I'm talking about macroeconomics. And base my talks on reports usually provided by government, basically trusted United States government official give us data on everything, including GDP and employment, inflation, and then of course of trade all around the United States and abroad. They base their investment decision on that data. That's why following this is important. So that week, what happened is that Department of the Statistics reported producer price index rising 0.5%, which less than expected. That's usually how markets usually reacted positively when something which they don't expect positively outsized their expectation. That's what happened right now. Because everyone expected 0.7, 0.5 happened. Hooray! On that graph, I put history of producer price index since 1913. I don't want to spend your time in telling what's going on with producer price index, but just pointing out three very distinct areas in the history of the United States. I know that many of you familiar, but some of you maybe not. First was this period in the 20s. You remember roaring 20s and prices of producers, basically on the side of those who make stuff, not who sell stuff, which is more sensitive to gas prices, to everything, because producers immediately include in their pricing everything like all raw material, labor. On the consumer side, it's more linear, so that's why it's important too. So basically, during that period, prices was going down. It's the only one in the United States history when prices was really going down. That changed. That's changed when? When the war came. When the war came, the United States government came, they started to produce a lot of stuff and inject a lot of money. And that's where inflation started. During the next 30 years, inflation prices rise 3 times almost. In 70s, what happened everybody knows, right? In a period of 10 years, prices rise 150% because, Israel was attacked once again, and prices for oil goes up because of the embargo. During that period, it was only several years, like 7 years. Prices rose to 98, that's the index started from 0, it started in 1913. So next period, 80s. 80s was very high rates, and prices stabilized. Next period, that's where our lifetime started. It started in 90s. In 90s, we see progressive rising in prices. Because markets open, American government started to import dollars, as we call it, right? So they printed money, but people abroad, us governments abroad, buying treasuries, buying American goods. What are they buying those? But still, inflation was doubled since the 86 to the crisis of 2008. Then what happened? Then because of mortgage prices, one of the dropped drastically. Well, drastically on the graph, but if we go linear, that drop was about maybe 5 or 10%. But then they recovered. So basically, that period between previous prices and the recent prices, more or less, for PPI was stable. And then, of course, in 20s, we got that skyrocketing of prices, and now we are living through small downtick. That's a brief history of the United States in PPI. So that was good news because very important graph, anyone following. Bad thing, small business optimism is going down. I already talked about that previous week, and I will not be repeating because we are small business, we know that. We are not optimistic at all. What I want to spend the last 20 seconds is that table which show what happened to stocks.
Are you going to zoom in on that? Can you zoom in on that? I can't see.
Yes, I probably can't. But you can get closer. I can give you bottom line. So what happens during the war? I don't have time, but basically during the war, stocks still going up. That's the bottom line. Okay, questions?
Questions for senores. Questions?
I'm just curious, what is the software you use to produce the charts?
No, that's not the software. That's a trading analytics. You just got the price and they convert it to graphs. There are millions of these programs. That's trading view. They call it trading view.
Is anybody not curious at all at how Svet is a millionaire? I mean, nobody's questioned anything about that. Like, he's done this week after week, and this guy is like, hey, you know what, man? Hey, you guys don't need to know what I got over here.
Well, I sold the Russians their Nasdaq, so you know how selling stuff to Russians, how you become wealthy nowadays.
Why did semiconductor stocks go down today, and what's your outlook for them?
Wow, that's a good question. I didn't even. Okay, today most of the tech come down, and I think it's because of the technical factors and microconductor stock was included. It's a weekly graph, and then weekly Nasdaq goes up. I think combination of two factors. We reach the resistance, and second, a lot of talks about Middle East and Israel basically invading, and people probably was thinking, okay, it's going to be price will spike, but I think more or less it was technical sell-off. It happens, especially Friday. Plus, people start to think about Friday 13. I'm not kidding. Actually, if you check, no, it's true, it's working. You check out the statistics, almost like 60% of all the Fridays 13. Yeah, that's working. Yes.
But it wasn't triple witching or anything.
No, triple witching happens when the expiration date of options and futures coming in one day happened a month ago. That was another sell-off event. Yes, it was.
Yes, what do you think the terminal interest rate will be, and when do you think is a good time to buy bonds?
Oh, that's a good question. Actually, that's a question which most of the long-term investors are asking, and that's why Federal Reserve in their meeting notes, they always define their timing. Sure, but they're changing everything. So next is going to be in November. Next Federal Open Market Committee session. In the previous one, they said that this year is going to be one more rise, probably 25 of the points. So it's going to be more than 5, it's going to be 5.5, right? So next year, they probably going to hold it about 6 months, and then they start easing. That's a consensus. However, this is, what happened, right? And that's very important because it added political pressure on Powell, because now governments have to spend a lot on weapons. There is Ukraine, and now we feel like Israel, right? So government doesn't want to pay so much to treasury, to their own banks, right? Because it's more than 5% they pay. Meaning that probably people will be pushing politically Powell to start easing. That's me thinking in the market, but that's not necessarily going to happen. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
More questions?
Yeah,
good questions.
Yeah, it's like, what's your startup?
What's your business?
Yeah. I was saying, so it's an Evernomics, like forever, Evernomics. That's a digital wealth management on chain or smart contracts. We also developing wealth management in perpetuity, but that's our kind of ongoing project for which we are raising money and everything. So we have a company and we have a project. So that's how it works.
Thank you, Sid. We're going to go to wrap this up. And if you guys want to hang out afterwards, we're going to have poker night. All right? Poker night in the classroom.
Right.
There's going to be a group there. Or if you guys know how to play Go, right? It's actually like Chinese Go. You guys can play in there. Or if you guys want to hang out with me, movie night, hackers and movie night here. I like to get on my computer, do some stuff, watch a movie, some Netflix. Or if the board games on that side, or smokes outside. If you guys got any smokes, hang out outside. That's where it's at. Yeah, if you guys brought any snacks, bring out the good snacks now, okay?
By the way, right-handed who want to play Go? Is there anyone who want to play Go? Okay, good thing.
Okay. I'm going to leave the camera on for like another 10 minutes. If you guys want to say hello to the internet, hello to the world, hello to people around the world, to the hacker spaces, you guys can come on up and just say hello right here, okay? Obviously, we got Hacker Dojo. If somebody you want to reach out to, man, this is like this chance. And this is our connection to the world. It's an opportunity to connect with people that you probably never ever see. You know? That's why this is so amazing that we have this kind of technology. And it's free for us. We don't come here and decide we take the opportunity to take a few seconds. Thank you for watching. So great to meet you. I hope to one day meet you in person. Thank you.
Alright, this is TV film system. So, accelerated. Sound being blockchain. So, this is going to be there next year. Shooting on the TV part of the
Let's go take a walk.
Attachments together. Well, that's just a battery.
Yeah, it's just a battery.
What is this?
It's a wireless. It goes to this.
It's just a microphone?
Yeah, so while you're talking to it, it goes right into here. See? Test, test. Yeah.
So that's so it's just an amplifier. Cool.
And we're going to go for a little walk. Actually, I'll leave this up here. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good price too, man.
Exactly, yeah.
Music, like honors. It was like, I'm gonna start putting up middle fingers.
There's your finger. Okay. Good.
We're a nonprofit.
I got it. I got it. It's a non-profit. All right. How's it going? I got the live stream still going on. What you bringing? You brought the secret snacks?
KFC.
Oh yeah, KFC. You see that? We got KFC over here.
Bring the chicken.
Oh, you're doing? Yeah. We're talking about some secrets over here, man. Some hacker secrets. We're talking about some hacker secrets.
Oh.
He's bringing in some KFC. The best.
Special offer, 8-piece chicken.
First principles. This is where the problem with the first principles is. They got this wrong. That's the problem.
All right. The problem is the mainstream scientists are going to say that.
I don't care what they say. They're idiots.
No,
they're morons. I'm serious.
All right.
On this issue, they're morons.
All right,
but go ahead.
Derive the gradient from first principles. In other words, if you do,
that's easy.
How?
What do you mean?
It's quantum mechanics, right? So
you have
This one has a certain degree of electronegativity.
Yeah.
That's the term they use.
Yeah.
This has a lesser degree of electronegativity. The net is a positive here and a negative here. The net, same here, positive, negative. And it all has to do with the relationship of these atoms to each other. So the relationship, the relationship here
Looks like Mickey Mouse.
It's water, H2O.
It's Mickey Mouse.
H2O.
Let me look at these two.
Mickey 2O.
Is it lopsided here? No, it's not. It's symmetrical now.
All right. Okay.
Well, this is asymmetric. Let's just look at those two. It's asymmetric. It's very simple. This is not. Yes, yeah. Other bonds there are also. I'm just trying to isolate the concept.
Okay,
the concept.
I got it. But where I'm coming from is that in order to get people to say yes, okay,
they'll never do that.
They
will never do that.
You have to be able to write equations down, or at least mathematically model it.
Well, a little bit.
All right. Anyhow,
there's no actual formula.
That's right. That's exactly right. It cannot be a qualitative explanation. It has to be a quantitative.
Yeah, where's the formula calculation of the electron bonds?
Well, that's not how they do it in the traditionally. So I'm drawing off their tradition. You're saying it has to be precise. Well, you talk to them about it because they're
I'm
the
not
ones.
saying it's an easy problem. Okay, like
Well,
if I
it
had
almost doesn't matter though.
If I had
because if this relationship is what I'm saying it is, if you contradict each other like I say, now do you want to claim they don't?
No, what I'm saying is that if you build a model with an n number of atoms and you calculate what the gradients are, so you can write a formula.
You could make it quantitative if you want to, but it won't bring you any more insight.
But it might get you published.
Oh, I don't know about that.
All right. I think
maybe that's true. I don't know.
I think that is the barrier to entry. Is that if this is a new idea in science, but you got to get it published.
Well, they can calculate the polarity of the H2O molecule,
I mean,
right?
what would Linus Pauling say? He was big in electronegativity.
He's the one that screwed up.
Okay, all right.
He's the one who fucked this up.
All right. Hold on.
You don't need non-functional. Where'd he go? You know what? Where is he?
Let me put this down over here.
You have his argument from authority. That's all anybody has. Arguments from authority. That's what it is. It's an argument from authority, right? You disagree?
No, I'm saying is that.
No, it's a terrible argument from authority. You don't have a real argument. I have this great person here. I don't give a fuck about Linus Pauling. He's a moron. Okay. He is. On this issue, he's a moron.
Most people in
Show me in detail what's wrong.
All right. I think I beat this to death. I understand where you're coming from.
Right. Arguments from authority are the worst arguments you can
Yeah, but you still have to get the idea of the problem.
I do not need to get this idea out to the public. I'm dealing with the tornadoes.
Sorry. Shut up, guys.
How to bring more people here.
Yeah, I don't I'll get more people live. Wait, what version do you guys like? What version did you not like? I'm gonna give you a free one.
Yeah, then right now to change the topic for the Friday.
Sorry if I'm too much.
Yeah, well, get ready when the
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. I'm gonna get the camera down and do some movements. Oh, snaps. There's a class over here. No. No, that's okay. I forgot you guys were doing a class in here.
Yeah. We're waiting for the pizza to come though.
Oh, pizza?
Yeah.
Brother, you bought some pizza. There you are, Trevor. I was looking for you. Oh, I was just talking about next Saturday's programming club. What are you doing? Yeah. Couldn't hear you.
And no, just that everybody should go to programming club.
Yeah, I did mention it. I was like, is Turbo around? He's not around. Okay. Right. Okay, I'm gonna sneak out. I'll let you know, bro. Oh, he closed the door on me. Okay, moving on. Okay, we're gonna go outside for the pizza.
It's background music. I like it. There's no lyrics though. Yours is more advanced, but actually, it's algorithmic. It's beats. Yeah, it's algorithmic. Yeah. But it's what I wanted for like working on
Right, a lot of people have left. We're going to go outside and go see who's outside. Some people over here. Still talking about water. Oh, actually, just a lot of people have left in general. Like they're gone. Yeah. There's Eric. Hello, mate. All right, let's go. Let's get this done, man. Let's go. I need to find actually something really good to end on. How about this? Hacker Heaven.